There are 5 men A, B, C, D and E, and their nicknames are P, Q, R, S and T, but not necessary in same order. They are married to L, M, N, O and F, again not necessary in the same order. So basically, if you understand, there are 5 persons A, B, C, D and E. They have got their nicknames P, Q, R, S and T, and they are married to L, M, N, O and F in some random order. So we have to do this assignment, right? It's like a puzzle where you have to find out whose nickname is what and who's married to whom. And these are the hints given to us, right? 5 points have been given to us. So let's try and do that. What I would ideally do is list down A, B, C, D, E first, right? A, B, C, D and E. Right? These are the 5 names. So you have to find out their nicknames, and we also have to find out the names of their wives. Okay. Look at the first point. C, D and E are not married to L and M, and their nicknames are not P and Q. C, D and E, these 3 persons are not married to L and M. Right? They are not married to L and M, and their nicknames are not P and Q. Now this gives you a very interesting insight, right? We know that for these 3 persons, the nicknames are not P and Q, and for these 3 persons, the wives are not L and M. So obviously, if it is not for these 3 persons, see, for these 3 persons, it cannot be L, M and it cannot be P, Q. So if it is not L, M and P, Q for these 3 persons, these pairs of L, M and P, Q have to go for A and B. Yes or no? L and M cannot be married to C, D or E. So obviously L and M will be married to A and B. Now who exactly is married to whom is not clear yet. L can be married to A, M to B, or M can be married to A and L can be married to B. Similarly, P and Q can be the nicknames of AB or BA in that order. Both are possible. But clearly L, M and PQ both will go for A and B. So what can we do here? Let me just mention P and Q. Remember, these 2 can be interchanged. It can be PQ or QP. So that is the reason I have put some arrow there, just to understand that it is reversible. It is possible that they are interchanged. And LM here. Again, L and M can also be reversed. You are able to follow? So it will be like AP BQ or AQ BP. Similarly, AL BM or AM BL. Next point. So point number 1 has been used. Next point. B is not married to M and his name is not Q. Now look at this. B is not married to M. B is not married to M and his name is not Q. His name is not Q. So basically we have to reverse, because B is not married to M and his name is not Q. So if M is not for B, M has to be for L. M is not for B, M has to be for A. Q is not for B, Q has to be for A. So we have to just interchange this now. So let me quickly interchange. I hope all of you followed this. If Q is not for B, Q has to be for A. Right? Q is not for B, so Q has to be for A. Then P comes here. Similarly, M is not married to B, so M has to be married to A, and N comes here. So done. In the first 2 points, we have been able to do the assignment for A and B, both nicknames as well as wives. Now look at the third point. N is not married to T. N is not married to T, and her husband's name is not D. What I would do is I'll clear this also, so that we get some space to work on, right? I have a space congestion here. Let me just, yeah. So N is not married to T. N is not married to T. First of all, who is T is not known to us. T can be C or D or E. N is not married to T, and her husband's name is not D. So basically N is not married to T and her husband's name is not D. Okay, hold on. I think I've made a mistake here. It was LM, right? It was LM. So I should write L here. That's what I was wondering. Why is N already fixed? Sorry about that. In the previous case, I think it was M and L. Right? I wrote M and N. It should be M and L. Right? C, D, E are not married to L and M. They're not married to L and M. So L and M are married to A and B. Okay, now come to this point. N is not married to T. N is not married to T and her husband's name is not D. So first of all, who is T is not known to us. T can be C or D or E. So N is not married to that person whose nickname is T, and her husband's name is not D. N is not married to D. So indirectly what we know is N is not married to D. N is not married to T as well as not married to D. So if N is not married to D, can I write N like this here? I mean, N cannot come for D. N will either come for C or it will come for E. We'll come back to this point later, right? Look at next point. O is married to S. O is married to S. Again, who is S is not known to us. S can be C or D or E. Whoever is S, O will be married to that person. So this again is not very useful immediately. Let's look at the next point. C is neither R nor S. Now understand, out of the nicknames, P and Q are already allotted. next point says C is neither R nor S. If C is neither R nor S, the only choice is C is T. Yes or no? Out of the 5 nicknames, 2 have been already fixed. For C, it is neither R nor S. R and S are not possible. So the only name left out is T. So T has to come for C. So C is neither R nor S and not married to N. Not married to N. C is not married to N. C is not married to N. Done. So 5th point has been used. C's name is known to us and C is not married to N. Now if you observe, we know that N is not married to C, N is not married to D. So obviously N is married to E. Okay. Now go back to the previous points to close the gaps. N is not married to T. This point has been fixed. N is not married to T because see, N is here and T is there. N is not married to T. And her husband's name is not D. Yeah. So I think point number 3 is also used. Now look at it. O is married to S. Point 4 says O is married to S. Right? O is married to S. Look at it. You know that only R and S are left out in the names. O should be married to S. O and S will go together. O and S will go together. Now, can O come in this place? No, because O is married to S. Here we already have T. Can O come here? Now, there are only 2 choices for O, right? O should either come here or here. O cannot come here because O is married to S. Here we have T. So, O has to come here. There is no other choice. If O comes here, then I can conclude that this is S because the point says O is married to S. O is married to S. Done. So, we now know that their names are P, Q, R, S, T, right? P, Q, S and T are done. So, this is R. And similarly, in the names of wives there, L, M, N, O, F. L, M is done. N and O is also done. So, left out is F. F comes here. And that completes your puzzle. Very simple. Nothing complex about it. And in fact, if I'm not wrong, we have solved such questions in the past as well. The only difference I recall is here A, B, C, D, E are given. There are some proper names were given and some nicknames were given and proper names of girls were given there. Here only initials have been given. Right? So, that's the puzzle. A is married to M, nickname is Q. B is married to L, nickname is P. C is married to F, nickname is T. D is married to O, nickname is S. E is married to N, nickname is R. And now you can answer the questions asked.